What is going on, world? Welcome back once again. My name is ZacNovak and this is ZacNovak Plays Games, or Big ZacNovak. In today's video, we got Spider's wanted bounty for the week, the GRAVETIDE Summoner. Now this one in itself is going to be live because, well, I'll get into that. But all the intros, let's get right into the video, and I do hope you certainly enjoy. Alrighty, so this video in itself has actually been recorded once before. Now in that video I did actually just kind of ramble and didn't really talk very much about what we have to do. And in the GRAVETIDE Summoner it is pretty simple. There is a bunch of bad people and you've got to destroy them. Easiest way to destroy said people is by dealing damage to others, and by that I mean pretty much taking out other ads so you can clear out the room so you can actually then deal damage to what you want to deal damage to. But what you're going to want to do is actually take out a few wizards. Those few wizards, after they have been taken out, then actually give you the ability to then go up against the GRAVETIDE Summoner. It isn't actually too hard. Now the GRAVETIDE Summoner in itself, you will see virtually how to actually do it in said video if you are watching said video. If you aren't, then I don't know how you can hear me, because you kind of have to be watching my video to hear me. But anyway, babbling. Babble mode is completely and utterly already engaged no matter what, I guess, for today's video. Now I do apologize if you guys don't like me babbling, and if you don't like me babbling then simply go ahead and hit either that home button and go back to the YouTube homepage, or do what you will by leaving a comment and let me know how much you dislike me if you do actually dislike me. If you actually like me, well, I don't really know. That's cool, I guess. But anyway, what I want to talk about is, if you guys, well, as I did state, if you guys like me and all that stuff, that's something I want to talk about. And it's not about you guys liking me or anything like that. I mean, if you guys do like me, it is pretty freaking epic and like, holy, you know what, I don't even care. Holy fucking shit, it's pretty cool when you guys kind of just like, you know, leave comments and actually state that you like my content, or really anything like that. But in today's video, before we actually, we've already gotten pretty much through it. The ogre's almost dead halfway. Anyway, so I've been babbling, I've been pretty much saying nothing. How do we do this? Take out a few wizards. Once you've taken out all the ads, the wizards are actually free for you to deal damage. Once you deal damage to the wizards and actually take them down, you're then able to actually take down this ogre. So, if that isn't an instruction for you guys, then I don't really know what is. Now, as you can see, there is the GRAVETIDE Summoner there, this witch lady wizard. You gotta take out this guy, who's a dick, and he kinda is confused a lot of times. Easiest way to take him out is wait for the special thrall. These thrall themselves aren't special, they aren't like me, and they aren't little snowflakes, but they kinda wish they were. With me and myself, I am not really, you know, the most unique snowflake. I do kind of copy other people's content and kind of go through things where I myself want to change things up, and I don't really change things up even though I said I'm going to change things up. That was like last week, I think. Maybe even the week before. Probably even the week before that. But anyway, what I did want to talk about is something that has been, well, it's been a problem for the last while, for quite some time actually. There isn't really a definitive thing where I can kind of turn around and say like this is, you know, a funny thing, this is a pretty crappy thing. If anyone is like suffering with depression, let me know in the comment section, because maybe you guys can help me out in ways to get around it. I myself suffer from depression. I'm on antidepressants, and it does sometimes, you know, help. A lot of times doesn't really, you know, completely stop those thoughts or make you kind of not really get upset. Sometimes it's this whole thing of really, well, I'm experiencing this just because, well, I'm thinking about it, and if I'm thinking about it, then I'm experiencing it, and if I wasn't thinking about it, maybe I wouldn't be experiencing it. It's one of those things. But I mean, hey, everyone kind of goes through something that is either good or bad, or both at the same time or at different times, and that happens. It's life. It's one of those things where you got to kind of re-educate yourself and understand that, you know what, even if you are trying your hardest, maybe sometimes the things you do don't really work out in the ways you want them to. Now that happens a lot, and it's one of those problematic things that I was talking about that a lot of people kind of, experience. Again, if you're experiencing it, let me know. I could potentially maybe help you guys out, talk you through some things. I'm not really good with this kind of stuff, helping others. I will state, I do like the whole idea of actually, some people not really being able to get a grip or a hold of their own mental state to actually, help themselves out in ways that they kind of should. With this video in itself, again, it's a babbly one, but it's one that I kind of think is certainly important to babble about. That being, again, depression. It isn't fun, it isn't cool, it isn't one of those things that I'd honestly even wish on my worst enemy. But it is something I suffer from, and it is one of those things where day by day I do get through it. But, where was I going with this? That's right, some days I really just can't get through it, and by can't get through it I honestly mean like, let's just say bad things. We won't talk about it because YouTube doesn't like you talking about that kind of stuff, which doesn't really make sense because, like, YouTube's a place where you can kind of share your experiences and stuff like that. And hey, if you guys are experiencing certain things that could be bad, where you could potentially want to maybe harm yourself, self-harm if you will, and yeah, it's not good. Don't do that. It's bad. It's really bad. Get through it in ways that you kind of wouldn't think. Now, those ways in themselves can be pretty shitty ways where you kind of just have to force yourself into doing something. But again, you got to remember at all times in the day, no matter what, like if you're watching this video, even if you're just a subscriber and you're not even watching this video, if you're somehow in the vicinity or connected to anything in this video, I love you. I'm going to give a big heart out because you guys honestly keep me going for so much, like crazy amounts of almost everything. I will honestly state the two real big things, two motivations I have in my life is my mum, because she's my mum and I want to help her out and I want to do all that stuff I can that kind of help her out in any way possible, but also I want to help you guys out. And if me kind of talking about my problems and stuff like that, what do we get? We got ourselves a Scatterhorn robe. Does that have any good perks? Please have some good perks. But anyway, yeah, me talking about it can kind of help you guys out if it does anything, whether it be good, whether it be bad. I mean, I don't want anything bad to happen to you guys, honestly. It's one of those things where I'm like, if you guys get hurt, then holy shit, that's the exact same armor that I already had before, but it's got primary or special now. Cool, I like that. Yeah, don't harm yourself. Don't, like dwell on certain things. Just force yourself to do something else. Literally 5 minutes ago, I don't have my camera on, I was pointing. I was back there on my couch. Well, my bed, my couch bed. It's a couch bed, it's a couch, it's got a mattress on it, so it's a couch bed couch. Whatever you want to call it, it's where I dwell in my slumber times. Those times in themselves, as of recently, have not been as much. That's one of those big things that I do want to honestly actually talk about, again, being depression and stuff like that. If you have time to do really anything, no matter what it be, do it. Like, go out and do something, go and get a coffee, walk to the end of the road, walk out in your backyard, get some fresh air, pat a cat, pat a dog, do what you will, but do something that isn't just for yourself to feel, I guess, better about yourself. Do something to actually make yourself feel better about everything else around you. I mean, it's hard enough to actually kind of turn around and state that, yeah, you know what, I got depression, but it's still fine, literally because, well, my mind state. I mean, if I was in a bad place, if I was in a mentally unstable area of my mind, things might be a lot worse, and they're not. So at the moment, because they're not, I want to kind of just talk at you guys, tell you that Yeah, I've got depression. It sucks. It's one of those things. It can really harm both your lifestyle, your social life, and your appetite, your health, your what's it called, your sleep patterns, like anything and everything you can kind of think of. Depression can either make it worse or just increase that burden, really, whatever it is. Even if it's not something you can kind of actually turn around and state that it's like the worst burden you've ever experienced, but it is a burden. And it's one of those things that if I'm going through it, it sucks. If other people go through it around me, it sucks even worse. I don't want people to be depressed. I don't want people to be upset, down, disappointed, anything like that. If I can do something to make you guys either smile or go, hey look, he uploaded a video and you guys kind of check it out. If you've skipped to the end and you see this bit, or you're listening to this bit, even if you aren't watching the video, guys, you're amazing. You literally, you keep me going. It is crazy to think about it, that if I didn't do YouTube, if I didn't have this one space of creative outlet that is actually that creative outlet, things would be a lot worse. I'm not going to go into detail because no one wants to hear those details, not even myself, because again, then I'm thinking about it, and then you guys are thinking about it. So you know what? You guys should think about something that is actually kind of cool. Well, I mean, it is kind of cool. It's not like, yeah, man, that is so fucking cool, dude. It's like something that is like, yeah, it's kind of cool. I'm actually going to have a video tomorrow that has my face cam. I mean, the video that is going to be tomorrow is actually going to be recorded probably in 15 minutes, but it's going to be one of those things that I'm changing my mind state. I'm changing how I feel so other people around me can feel better. That's simply what it is. That's all I want to do. If I can do that, I've achieved something. If you guys watch this video, you're amazing. You're just awesome. If you guys did actually enjoy this video and you maybe think I deserve a thumbs up, click that like button. Leave a comment if you guys actually, you know, again, if you're experiencing anything like this, if you guys just want to talk about stuff, if you've got really anything to talk about, let me know. Hit me up even in the messages on YouTube, because I do actually read my messages on YouTube, surprisingly. I read a lot of my comments and reply to as many of them as I possibly can. And so, yeah, do all that good stuff. Leave a like, leave a comment. This has been ZacNovak. This has been Spider's Wanted Bounty for the week. It's also been a babble session about things that are babbly. Hey, look, there's this guy. What's he called? A despoiler captain. Well, he's dead now, so that's something. Hey look, I smiled. Anyway, this has been ZacNovak, this has been Spider's Wanted Bounty. Do all that good stuff, I want to be Sheeran like Carrot ever he was Ed Sheeran. But until next time, this is ZacNovak, signing off. Let me just do this, wait 1 second. Peace out.